Good evening, viewers. I'm Chanchan Wanglun presenting you news at 7. First, let's see the headlines. Minister of State for Home Affairs Kiren Rijiju arrived at Imphal Bulletin Security Review meeting this evening at Chief Minister's Secretariat. No panic about framework agreement, border issue to resolve soon, says Kiren Rijiju. And the Chief Minister and Biren assures of handing out financial aid to flood victims soon, says 126 crore rupees released for flood relief. Now proceeding with the news in detail. Minister of State for Home Affairs Kiren Rijiju has arrived at Imphal on two-day visit to the state. Kiren Rijiju is scheduled to attend security review meeting at Chief Minister's Secretariat in the evening. Kiren Rijiju touched down at Imphal International Airport in the afternoon, where he was welcomed by Works Minister T.H. Bishwajit. Later, he headed for Hotel Classic Grand by road. He was accompanied by LO to MOS Milay Tali and Chief Minister of Tripura Biplav Deb. Replying to questions asked by media persons, he said the purpose for his visit to the state is a routine work as per the directives of Prime Minister to give extra attention in northeastern states. He said he will meet the Chief Minister of Manipur during his two-day stay to discuss about security measures and various developmental works to be implemented in the state.
From time to time, Narendra Modi ji has been assessing the development progress in Northeast. Now from the party side also, we have to keep reviewing the progress of the various developmental projects in Northeast. Besides that, our party also need to work more harder because we have given commitment to the people of Northeast. Now today we are in Manipur. I will also take some security review meeting, and then we will discuss with our Chief Minister and other officers about what else we need to do.
Replying to the media persons about a framework agreement, the Home Minister said the agreement will not affect any states or communities. There is no need to panic.
All the stakeholders are being discussed, brought into confidence, and before a final decision is taken, the concerns of all the segments and all the stakeholders will not be ignored. So that assurance our Home Minister also has given earlier, and we are in touch with all the Chief Ministers and other stakeholders. It should be a very balanced one. There is nothing to worry about in that way which are being raised by some section of the society.
Meanwhile, efforts will be made to bring an amicable solution for the wrongly erected border pillar number 81 at a spot inside Indian territory 3 kilometers from the Indo-Myanmar boundary at Kwatha Kuno. Meeting of both the countries and local level talk will be held to bring a solution of the border issue.
There are some issues. We had some 3 rounds of meeting. Even the earlier Chief Minister Ivoba Singh had attended 2 meetings where I was there. We have a very smooth and friendly relation with Myanmar. If there are any issue on the local level, that will be sorted out. So nothing to worry. We will be taking care of all the concerns of the local people on the border area.
Chief Minister of Tripura Biplav Deb, who accompanied the Union Minister of State, said Manipur and Tripura are states that have a close tie since the early days. There has been a story of 3 daughters of Manipur's king who became queens of Tripura. Northeastern states with BJP in power, excluding Mizoram, will join together to bring development.
के हर लोगों के हर राज्य में हर लोगों के प्रति नरेंद्र मोदी के प्रति एक प्रेम है। त्रिपुरा में भी इतना बड़ा परिवर्तन हुई है, उसमें नरेंद्र मोदी के प्रति हर व्यक्ति का एक प्रेम था। और निश्चित 2019 में नॉर्थ ईस्ट के जितने भी सीट हैं 27 के 27 सीट नरेंद्र मोदी के को आशीर्वाद के स्वरूप हम लोग जनता का आशीर्वाद के स्वरूप हम भेजेंगे पक्का। हमारा त्रिपुरा का 2 का 2 मिल जाएगा।
Union Minister of State Kiren Rijiju will attend different programs which will be held at Hotel Classic at 10:15 tomorrow morning. He will leave for Delhi in a special Jet Airways plane at 3:30 p.m. on the same day. Ahead of Union Minister of State Kiren Rijiju's visit to Imphal, close protection team of SSG CISF have inspected the places of his stay and visit. Chief Minister N. Biren today assured of handing out financial aids to the people affected by recent floods soon. Speaking to media on the sideline of a function held at the Raj Bhavan to hand over donation to Chief Minister's Relief Fund by the Governor, Chief Minister N. Biren maintains that 126 crore rupees have been already released for flood relief. The fund will be disbursed to respective deputy commissioners for further disbursement to the flood victims. Chief Minister also added that Centre has already asked the state to get 20,000 quintal of rice grain, 6,000 quintal of pulses and 80,000 litres of edible oil within 3 weeks as immediate relief for the flood victims.
Urgent allocation of 20,000 quintals of rice and 6,000 quintal of dal and 80,000 liters of edible oil for food. Immediately 3 weeks ki manungda singadabni haidana agriculture ministry gi instruction pikre. Last year to give the 126 crore lakre madu akhoi district singda distribution tawrkanda magi se lambi gi 27 crore yaure adagi akhoi gi yum gi adagi IFCD gi 2.6 crore minor department wise soki budu yelaga pire madu soidina akhoi decision gi kuthangda ba athu matamda works ki lambi sengwadabna IFCD gi tawgadabna yum yen guma sokpu gi pigadaba singdo loina distribute tawrani.
Earlier, Governor of Manipur Dr. Najma Heptulla donated 1 day's salary of herself and her staffs at the Raj Bhavan to the Chief Minister Relief Fund. The Governor herself handed over the cheque to the Chief Minister N. Biren. Speaking to the media, Governor Najma Heptulla said she will bring the issue of recent floods in the state at the meeting of North-Eastern Council and seek necessary assistance from the centre. She also assured of taking the issue with the donor minister, who is in charge of the entire Northeast region.
And I'm always fighting to get more money for our state. Even for the flood relief, when I go to NIC, I'm going to talk about it, that we need more support from the center for the work, especially in that flood affected area. So it is just a gesture to tell people that we are with you in this hour of crisis.
On the other hand, Chief Ministers of Tripura and Arunachal Pradesh accompanied Union Minister of State Kiren Rijiju during the visit to Manipur. General Secretary Media of BJP Manipur Pradesh N. Nimbus, speaking to the media persons at the office of BJP, said BJP National President Amit Shah will also be arriving at 10 a.m. for his 2-day visit to the state tomorrow. Chief Ministers of northeastern states, including Assam, and Deputy Chief Ministers will hold meeting from 11:30 tomorrow morning till 12 midnight. The meeting will discuss on Lok Sabha election, political issues of the state and the present issues of the state. Spokesperson of BJP C.H. Bijoy said the Congress has started to create certain errors both politically and socially. Engulfing of a minor political party was started during the time of Congress governance. BJP launched Congress Mukta Bharat and Congress Mukta Manipur to save other parties from the wrongdoings of the Congress. 7 persons, including chairman of ADC Chandal Lukhosai Zo, arrested in seizure of huge consignment of drugs case on June 19, were produced today before the special court of NTPS. 1 among the 8 arrested in the case did not come to the court on health ground. Judge Y. Lothar remanded them in police custody for 5 days after investigating officer of NAB requested for police custody and instructed to produce before the court on on July 3 for bail hearing. Mention may be made that around 4.5 kg of heroin powder, 2.8 lakh of WY tablets and 57 lakh rupees in cash were seized from the possession of the 8 persons. They were first produced before the duty magistrate Y. Lothar on June 20 and remanded in police custody till today. A team of 6 Congress MLAs has left for Quatha village to inspect the border pillar number 81, which has been wrongly erected at the spot inside the Indian territory 3 kilometers from the Indo-Myanmar boundary. The team, led by MLA of Thangmeiban Assembly constituency K.H. Joy Kishan, is reported to have reached the spot where the border pillar is installed. All India Kangla Pakhangba Temple Development Society in press release stated that it has submitted a legal notice in regard to losing of around 3 kilometers of the state's land to Myanmar at border pillar number 81 along Indo-Myanmar international border. Now we'll be back again after a short break.
Admission opened 2018-19. Facilities at IITA. International certification program approved in 88 countries. 100% international and national job assistance. Attractive salary packages. Trained by experienced faculties. Tied up with the reputed airlines. High-tech classroom with air condition and many more. Only institute in Manipur offering international certification in ground staff, cabin crew and diploma in tourism. Be a part of the most luxurious lifestyle. For details, Changangai, opposite Imphal International Airport.
Coming back to the news, Manipur University Students' Union MUSU has alleged that the dignity and the prestige of Manipur University have been degrading ever since Professor Adhya Prasad Pandey was appointed as the Vice Chancellor of the university in 2016. MUSU also accused Vice Chancellor A.P. Pandey of using some teachers to carry out his wishes and trying to suppress the legitimate agitation of the students that began on May 30. Vice Chancellor still remains adamant to the demand of his resignation. MUSU also questioned the real motive of the Joint Secretary of the Ministry of Human Resource Development, who came to the state for resolving the issue but went back without meeting the governor, representatives of Manipur University Teachers Association and the proctor. MUSU is suspicious that the state government is in tandem with the centre to suppress the agitation. MUSU also stated that Registrar in charge Professor M. Shyam Kishore and Deputy Registrar R.K. Jotin and Controller in charge A. Narayan should be held responsible for allowing to evaluate marks for exams at GP Women's College. MUSU appealed to all concerned to take part in the protest march to be jointly organized by MUSU, Muta and Musa on June 30. Unidentified miscreants today left a Chinese hand grenade in the office of the Director of Consumers Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Yumnam Ranjan. The grenade was found kept on the table in his office along with a written warning countersigned as KCP. Education Minister T.H. Radheshyam launched a 2-day national seminar on an autonomous college problem and prospect at Imphal College today. A souvenir was also released at the inaugural function of the seminar. The seminar was organized by Imphal College, where many people attended the seminar. Education Minister Radheshyam said the seminar was organized to make aware of how to face the challenges when a college becomes an autonomous college.
Out from our country, then we have to have some institutions which are supposed to be center of excellence. To allow such type of institutions to come up, we have to design a system. Maybe on that line the government would have thought, they would have also consulted many experts from the country or outside the country. Let us think on positive lines and let us see if it is not giving good results. You all are there, we all are there. Everyone wants to be positive, and change has to be for positive, not for negative.
MLA Radhakishore has maintained that those persons involved in the wreckage of Ningthokong Higher Secondary classroom plaster that injured 5 students will not be spared and legal actions will be taken up against them. He was speaking at the inspection visit of the school. Chairperson of Ningthokong Municipal Council K. Mani and DI of Zone 4 R.K. Ranjit attended the inspection visit. Radhakishore further said efforts will be made to fill up the lacking infrastructure, construction of fence and vacant post of teachers. Separate lavatory for both boys and girls will also be constructed.
Contractor mathau azana azagi mathau rajdi toriba MLA and MLA gi mathau punamusing asida tawhangani masida aigi migi michang changan haibadudi handaki government asida masida issue leiti thomatamda award pa akoigi boys girl gi separate akoigi aikoi latin toilet pinanaba Madhuday government or education minister da ina che thagat charagani.
NHPC Contractors Association has informed not to include any outsiders in e-tender of National Hydropower Corporation project. President of the association Aku R. Naga, speaking to media persons at Manipur Press Club, asserted that Loktak Power Substation is registered contractor association that works for civil work, construction and repairing work. The contractors belong to Loktak project affected area. However, since the launch of e-tender, involvement of various firms that are not included in the registered contractor has begun. He appealed to all not to involve in the work and said maintenance works of the project will be handled by Loktak project affected contractors.
Contractorsing ase sahi amada thabak ama phangnaba honabada aduki mati awaba phangi ado phangbasu ayamba ngamdadan laibani maram asina NHPC Loktak project asigi affected area asigi PT contractorsing asibu support tawbidana lagiba open tendersing asida saru zabinadana ba haijab.
A student kidnapped by unknown persons has escaped safely. Mother of the student, Loitongbom Ushakiran, said her son, presently studying in class 11 at Higher Secondary School Sangai Pro, was kidnapped from the gate of ISKCON Mandir on June 20 while he was on the way to his school. 2 unknown persons who came in a maroon-colored Maruti 800 car asked him to help push the car since the engine broke down. Later, the unknown persons offered him to take him to the school. One among the 2 persons forced the student at the back seat where he felt unconscious. He was later found in a room when he regained his senses. He called up his mother through his mobile phone and narrated about the incident. He then broke the door of the room and got into an auto rickshaw to reach the main road. With the help of 2 women, he was kept at a safe place and later learned that the place he was kept was at Jiri parking at Langching. The family members came and took him to a hospital for a medical checkup since he was found fatigued. The mother further said a written letter has been submitted to Lamphel police station in connection with the incident. She appealed to the government to arrest the involved persons and punish them.
Mamoina, Hajaning Mayam, the Horrible Satra Sati Mayam, Siguma Toto, Amona Totanaba, Marilena Basina, Karayings and Biu, Hajaning.
As observed nationwide, Manipur too observed Statistics Day at the auditorium of Directorate of Economics and Statistics. Director of the department, Paisona Kami, and other officials concerned attended the observance. Director Paisona Kami said the day is being observed in connection with the birth anniversary of Professor P.C. Mahalanobis, popularly known as the father of statistics. In connection with the observance, a final report of Registrar Business Establishment in Manipur 2014-15, Environment Statistics Manipur 2017, Housing Statistics of Manipur 2017, Economic Condition of Livestock Farmers in Manipur 2017, Manipur Budget Report 2017-18, District Statistics Year 2018, presented by the department, was also released on the occasion. Moray police arrested 2 persons along with brown sugar worth around 11 lakh rupees at 9 this morning from Kondong Larambe checkpost on Imphal Moray Road. The arrested persons were identified as Silver Lunglo 30 of Lambui in Ukrul district and Awungsi Sangray Yozdemeg 31 of Ramba village in Ukrul district. Moray police have registered a case in this regard. 2 Manipuri Army pilots, Lieutenant Colonel Y. Ajit Kumar Singh and his co-pilot Major Roshnikanta Irungbam, rescued crew of IAF Sukhoi Su-30 fighter aircraft that crashed in an open field in Nasik, Maharashtra at around 11 a.m. on June 27. The 2 brave Manipuri pilots were on a routine sortie flying advanced light helicopter over Nasik. Upon hearing the news about the crash on the radio, they immediately responded and searched for the crash site. Debris of the aircraft and parachute of the crew were spotted. They landed on a small soft ground which could barely hold the weight of the helicopter and rescued the pilots of the ill-fated aircraft. Later, the crew was evacuated to Ozar Air Force Station. Before we conclude the headlines once again. Minister of State for Home Affairs Kiren Rijiju arrived at Imphal, will attend security review meeting this evening at Chief Minister's Secretariat. No panic about framework agreement, border issue to be resolved soon, says Kiren Rijiju. And Chief Minister N. Biren assures of handing out financial aids to flood victims soon, says 126 crore rupees released for flood relief. Now this brings us to the end of today's news in English. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.